This is Alec and Jimi about St. Louis. I'm your host, Alec.
And I'm your other host, Jimmy.
And we're here today with
Will Saulsbery
of Money for Guns, and we are going to talk about... you're actually supposed to go first, Jimmy.
All right. So, we're first going to be talking about a sports bar and music venue that has gone sour.
After that, we'll be talking about Unfair St. Louis.
And we have no tagline for this one, but we're going to talk about cat videos for a little while.
And you'll never believe what this St. Louis woman found while watching TV. The answer is shocking.
Dios mío.
And we also have some upcoming events that we're going to talk about.
Just some St. Louis events. Alright, so as we said, we're here with Will.
That was dramatic.
That was
Right.
dramatic. That was good. I liked that. Good way to start.
There we
Will
go.
Saulsbery of Money for Guns.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking to him for a little while before we get into all of that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
It's going to be a roller coaster ride, I have a feeling.
Absolutely.
A lot of emotions, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. Some friends will become enemies, some enemies will become friends. It's going to be a good
You'll be laughing and crying, applauding.
time. God willing.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. So you're, like we said, you're in a band called Money for Guns.
Yes.
You guys have been together since 2010.
Since 2010, yeah, we started playing together then. Myself, then Kyle Kelly plays guitar. Todd Jones-Farron, the doctor, plays mandolin. Kevin Siebenauer plays drums. And then Dave Berg, my friend since the 80s, plays bass and guitar. And yeah, Kyle sings as well, and I sing like a bird. So, yeah, that's the whole. It's not that exciting, just a bunch of dudes, but
Yeah.
it's a hell of a lot of fun.
That sounds awesome. So, what are your goals with this band? Like, what kind of message are you trying to purvey?
I mean, as far as goals, we just try to write really good songs and play them really well. Just have a lot of fun. Because if you can't have fun playing rock and roll, there's something wrong with you. So,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we get together. If you get into anything to make any sort of money, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Realized that a long time ago. So it's just keep writing better and better songs and playing better and better shows. And this is what we do to have fun with each other. And yeah, I mean, that's it. Just to keep getting better. When we stop getting better, we'll stop doing it. So
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Always a learning experience is trying to push yourself to do better.
Yeah. And to insert our political agenda into the United States, subconscious. But other than
Of course.
that, all we're doing
That's
is writing
everybody.
better songs. That's it. That's it. Yeah.
So you're working on your second album right now, 21st Century Life, I believe it's called.
Yeah, it's we recorded it all in Columbia, Missouri, at this place called Mansion Studios, run by Bruce Berklew, and it's him and Adam Rolke, engineer there, and they're fantastic dudes. It's an amazing facility, very affordable, and anyone in the area, I suggest you check it out if you're trying to record a record. But
Okay.
it's the best thing we've ever done, period. I mean, we've written a lot of records since we all started playing, but this one is... I'm just glad I'm a part of it. That's how good it is. So.
That's awesome. It's always nice to have something that you can be proud of and say, I did this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then my wife gets tired of hearing about it, but other than that, you know, it's a fantastic rock and roll record.
That's great. I personally can't wait to hear it.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I sent you guys a couple MP3s. You get to tease your guest here with them. So
Yeah. Yeah, get excited about that,
Yeah, you guys are going to get to hear those.
For generation drowned, but billboard out, so shoot ourselves. Put a television dreams nearby every Friday night. The decade slides by on grace by the carburetor, brings us to our knees, and these days even the highway won't set you free. Set you free. take away where we begin. There's no way to ever stop when you leave us in the hands of strangers and city cops. Now I got a celebrity fantasy, I'll be famous, just give me a TV screen, a bottle of cheap wine, 500 friends. I'm never, never, never alone again. And it's the 21st century life, lived in wires and screen light. And it's a 21st century life with a wasteland buried in our
So, what kind of influences you guys have?
Yeah, what kind of influence? What influences you guys as a band?
Coffee, Valentine, Scotch whiskey, Canadian Club. If I'm running a little low on cash.
Yeah.
Kevin likes American Spirit cigarettes. Kyle does as well. Only one he's like a 12-pack of PBR in. But as far as musically, I mean, we all there's such a disparity in what we all like. And my favorite, I mean, I love singing and songwriters. That's kind of my thing. So I mean, the first songwriter that I remember really falling in love with was Townes Van Zandt, and then just you start going down the line. I mean, everyone loves Bob Dylan. I mean, Tom Petty is. If I could have one guy's career in the history of rock and roll, it would be Tom Petty. Just that every couple of years we put out a good record. He's famous, but he's not Bruce Springsteen famous.
Right.
But he's Tom Petty, and that would be mine. But then
it's like unique. When you hear Tom Petty, you know it's Tom Petty.
It's a Tom Petty song. It always sounds classic, and it doesn't sound dated. But, I mean, the one guy that... I mean, I don't know if there's sports fans, but, you know, like, if you're a Cardinals fan, Adam Wainwright has 3 good pitches, or somebody else has 2 or 3 good pitches. But Tom Waits has every pitch there is. He's got a fastball, a curveball, a slider, an eephus pitch, a changeup, you name it.
Right.
And that would be the guy that I would... That's kind of my benchmark every day when I try to write songs is Tom Waits. I just think he's the best there is. But, I mean, Kevin, every 70s rock drum beat, he knows it. Kyle is... probably the musical dictionary that we have. Dave's more, you know, alt country, country rock, and Todd's the doctor, man. He knows it all. So he likes a lot of the bluegrass, and so. But we all kind of come together, and we all love Tom Petty. That's kind of I think where we all meet there. So and Lucinda Williams. Jesus, she's hot. Anyway, sorry.
So you keep mentioning the doctor. Is this a nickname that he has, or is he actually?
Oh, he's a doctor. He has his PhD is in, I think, wildlife conservation. So he's Dr. Todd Jones Farron, so we just call him the doctor.
Yeah.
That's how he prefers to be referred to. So.
I mean, I would too.
The man's a badass. So.
All right.
That would be a great nickname to have.
I would.
The Dr. Todd. But yeah, no, he's just a solid guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right. So you have played some shows in St. Louis. What are some places that you played, and do you have like any standout stories from any of them?
Oh Christ! Well, I know we're going to talk about Lemons later, closing R.I.P.
Yes.
But I mean the best places to play. It depends on the sound guy. It's like sound guys are like step parents. Whether you either have really awesome ones or really shitty ones. There's no just average sound guy.
Right.
So I mean. The best sound people we've ever had off Broadway is just fantastic. The sound in the room is great. Steve, the owner, is just a really, really good, down-to-earth guy. That's one of my favorite places to play. The Duck Room at Blueberry Hill is fantastic. Great sound, free rail all night long. This is one of my favorite stories. We're like halfway through the second song. I look at the sound guy and go, "Are we really loud?" He just goes, "Yeah." And I was like, "All right, well, here we go." But I remember the worst sound guy we ever had. I won't say where he worked, but he was an asshole. Sorry, is there an explicit tag on this?
No.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
All right. So he's an asshole.
Go ahead and send little Timmy out of the room if you haven't already.
Sorry, kids. So we're playing. And, we show up, we're setting up, and we've been playing at this point for 7 or 8 years as musicians in whatever form. And we're not a big deal, but you always want to do a sound check. Line checks suck because the first song always sounds like crap. So we get there, I'm like, hey, can we do a quick sound check real fast? And there's 3 bands playing. And he looks at me and says, if I do a sound check for you, I'm going to have to do it for everybody. And I was like, dude, I'm trying to... He's like, don't piss off the sound man. I'm like, I'm not pissing you off. I'm asking you to do a sound check. So he sound checks us for 30 seconds, and then I'm not kidding you. He watched YouTube videos the rest of the night, and the band before us is like, he goes, hey, I think my guitar's peeking out. And he just looks up from his computer. He goes, yeah, I heard that. And the guy's like, you gonna fix it? Or it was just awful. So it really depends on the sound guy.
That's terrible.
Every other, nice guys. The sound guys at Lindman's are always real nice. Brian would run it, and I forget the other guy's name that would run it. But good dudes, and and Lindman's is no more pizza.
Yeah.
No more way too much other band stuff on the dance floor. But
no more trivia.
I know, right? Oh yeah, Lindman's trivia and free pizza on Monday nights.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, sometimes they'd have the big wings.
Oh yeah, and everybody there had a beard. That's all I remember. The nights would turn into a blur mostly. Mm-hmm. A lot of PBR, a lot of rail whiskey. I think it was Old Crow there on McCormick. I can't remember. Mm-hmm. But no, it was a great place to play. Sometimes the TV was on, sometimes it wasn't. But it was kind of where I think in Columbia, Missouri, when I came up, when I started playing music, everybody kind of cut their teeth at this place called the Eastside Tavern. Still there, run by Sal Nuccio, just a great dude. And I think in St. Louis, when you kind of cut your teeth, you kind of started at Lemons. Mm-hmm. Is where they were great. They'd let new bands play. And to not have a place like that, I don't know what's going to fill that void of get on stage and build your chops sort of thing. I don't know what other bar out there is going to start doing that. So, but hopefully someone fills that void.
Yeah, I mean, when I was in a band, one of my first shows ever was the Demo.
Yeah.
But
it's a good spot. They just moved and now they can't. I forget.
Now they're closed.
Yeah, noise complaints.
But they're playing next door at
we'll get into that on the second episode when we that we already recorded when we talk about the demo.
Time Machine.
Yeah.
So this is the season. This is the series premiere.
This is the series premiere. We already did the pilot
of the soon to be named podcast. Was it About Town, About STLs? This is gonna be an awesome name. Yeah, that's crazy. See, yeah, I mean the demo. I mean the Heavy Anchor's a cool joint to play.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there are a lot of places that'll let you play, but they won't pay you.
Yeah, right. I mean, that's kind of what you're expecting.
You could always play at Manja's or something like that.
Yeah, Manja. Yeah. Nice folks, but it's not a good place to play a rock and roll show. I mean, if you're in a jazz trio or something like that, it's a fantastic. I saw a couple of fantastic jazz trios there, but if you're in a rock band, it's not going to sound good. Mm-hmm. It's just not because it's not. It's the room's not built for that. It's no one's fault. But I mean, good rooms. I mean, like I said, Off Broadway is just a great room, and that's what I've learned in playing the hundreds of shows I've played. Is that if the room sucks, I mean, you could put the band in there, and it's not going to sound that good just because the room's not good or the sound guy's not good. But
right.
Manja, I haven't played there in a long time.
Their stage is tiny.
Yeah.
So tiny.
Well, Kevin would just put his drums up there, and then the rest of us would just stand on the floor, which was fine. The crowd was always good. The staff's sweet, but yeah, the room just doesn't sound that good. Fair enough. Sorry, I'm gonna get letters. Do people still write letters? Internet comments. That's what I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I was surprised actually when I received an email.
I was like, "Whoa, what is this? This is longer than a paragraph."
I didn't know what it was.
I had to explain to Jimmy what email was.
I've got what? This isn't a tweet. Hashtag what?
A mail.
But
yeah.
Gee.
All right, so
I opened that window because it was fucking stifling in here.
It's all right, man.
Now there's all cars going.
Yeah, now
is this Fenton or is this Sunset Hills? Is this Fenton?
This is Fenton.
This is Fenton.
Home of the Rockwood Summit School District.
Yep.
Yes. I don't know. I guess they're good.
Yeah. Apparently it's a good school. It's a good place to raise a family out here, guys.
Better than Normandy.
Yeah.
Still around.
Normandy, hey man. God, I remember they destroyed us in high school basketball.
I just moved away from here. I was living in an apartment for like a year, and
where at? Whereabouts?
Greenmar.
I have no idea where that is.
Do not stay in the Greenmar apartments.
Yeah.
If you need to live in Fenton for some reason and you need an apartment, go
somewhere
else. Just don't.
Green Mar Parquet.
Yeah, they're kind of
Check.
terrible. They're kind of terrible.
If the wife finally decides to kick me out of the house, I won't move to Green Mar.
Yeah, that would be smart not to move there. But
Oh,
yeah, I mean, fitness okay. I mean, it kind of grew on me. And
You got
now I
Swing
feel
Around
like-
Funtown, man.
Right.
I've crushed some softballs there, played some mini golf, and they have the thing inside where you can jump on the trampoline and dunk basketballs.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
And cheap-ass snow cones.
They do have good, cheap snow cones.
It's
Hey,
true.
man. That's right.
We've got Port Richards.
Port Richards is great.
Okay.
Have you ever been to
Chinese
Port
buffet
Richards?
up there for a while. I've never been to Port Richards. What is Port Richards?
My favorite thing about Port Richards is they have some great wings.
Wasn't that the name of like
Yeah.
Benjamin Franklin? He wrote
Yeah, that
Port
was
Richards
his-
Almanac.
Port Richards Almanac.
And now they sell wings. Okay.
Yeah.
It's
All
also the name of a bar in The Office.
Okay, that might be. All
It's
right.
their favorite bar in The
Yeah.
Office.
Fair enough.
So a more modern benchmark there for
This
people.
podcast has
Right.
gone from lemons to Ben Franklin. I like this. This is
Oh
good.
yeah.
We're gonna
All over the place. It's
the
great.
entire history of the United States. We'll get to it.
Now we just need to get John here.
So, who's John?
John is
Our resident
we-
St. Louis historian.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll probably throw in a segment somewhere in here with John. Maybe we'll just throw it in right now.
Mm.
We'll just cut it in. He knows everything about St. Louis that
Yeah.
there is to know about St. Louis. You point at a building, he'll tell you the exact address, and you're several blocks away. He'll tell
Yeah.
you the street address, when it was built, who built it, what was in there when they built it, what has occupied that space since. He'll tell you when they shut it down and when they started renovating it to open
So his name's
apartments. His name's John.
So it's like, and now, boys and girls, John's going to tell you all about St. Louis.
There's a lot of new development happening around St. Louis, ranging from small homes to mid-rise buildings, lots of offices, multiple tower proposals. Clayton, Central West End, downtown. But the come shot of all of it is for the parking lot at the intersection of Kings Highway and Lindell, which has been a parking lot fucking forever. There was a proposal there in the 80s for two 30-story towers. And in the 1980s, there were a lot of proposals for new towers in the Central West, and they just never really got off the ground. But now we're looking at a very, very tall tower going there potentially. I was told by a reliable source whose name I can't release that, and I quote, really, really tall tower is proposed there. The news just recently broke, not that long ago, just last month, that KPF will be designing the project. They're responsible for a lot of really great new skyscrapers going up on the East Coast here. And in 2006, Pickup Sticks, actually there's talk of the tallest skyscraper in the Midwest going in that location. So we're looking at one of the top three tallest buildings in the country, probably going right here in St. Louis. Hopefully, nothing's concrete yet, but goddamn, the thing is that it's really interesting that all these new towers are going up in the Central West End or Clayton as opposed to downtown. Downtown just completed its a new tower just 2-3 months ago. It was a Roberts Tower, but the Roberts brothers sold it, and that's around the old post office square, where there will be hundreds and hundreds of new residential units added over the next couple of years, and down all of the potential of the St. Louis streetcar, and further down, Olive branches off in either Olive or Lindell. So the streetcar will be going right, very, very close to this building at the very end of the block. And this building, this parking lot where this building is proposed is easily the fucking goddamn best real estate. This could be the best address in the Midwest. You got Maryland Plaza right there. You're right on Kings Highway. Euclid's right behind you. Central West End Metrolink Station's just a couple blocks away. Forest Park. Home to the 1904 World's Fair and Olympics. St. Louis was actually the first city in the United States to host the Olympics. And the Olympics have only been here 4 times. Twice in L.A. and once in Atlanta, Georgia. Who gives a shit about Atlanta? What do they have? Like Adult Swim and Coca-Cola. Who gives a shit? We got beer. And the Arch. They ain't got shit. I guess they do have like the one of the tallest buildings in America, though. But, fuck them. Hopefully this new one will be even taller than that cocksucker. Atlanta. Atlanta, I mean, if you're going to live in the South, you might as well live in, like, New Orleans or something, or, I don't know. I've heard good things about Austin. Miami, probably. Miami would probably be pretty cool. But I don't know. I don't think I could ever live anywhere in the South. Because, okay, number one, it's the South. And B, it's way too fucking hot down there. But then again, like, the North is really, really cold. And I don't like that very much either. So, like, like Chicago in their 8-month winters and Minneapolis, Milwaukee, I mean, fuck that. My friend lives in upstate New York, and he said that, he's lived there for about a year, and he said that he's been frozen out. Like, he's, like, stuck into his apartment for, like, almost the entire time because it's always snowing. So pretty much none of the North either. I could never live there. Like the Northeast, the Northern Midwest, and then the Pacific Northwest, damn. Rainy, fucking just a shitty part of the country, really. I mean, come on. I have no idea why Seattle's growing as fast as it is. It sucks. And then the West Coast, I don't know. I really just don't like beaches in general. I don't know. You step on rocks and needles and dog shit and glass and whatever, seashells, and I don't like fishing, so I don't like sports that much. So I don't know. I mean, if you want to play in the water, you can always just go to Lake of the Ozarks. And then, I don't know, the West, like the Rocky Mountains, I don't know. I mean, yeah, they're okay. I mean, you got Denver, that's good. And, I don't know, the mountains are kind of scary. I almost fell off a mountain once, about a year or so ago now. Maybe a little more than a year. So, I mean, that really just leaves St. Louis, because, and Kansas City, but Kansas City's too small, so fuck them. And, their sports teams suck. They don't have the Cardinals or any of that shit. So, I think St. Louis is the place. And if we really are getting the tallest building in the Midwest here pretty soon, then St. Louis is really going to be the place, because that's pretty fucking cool, I mean, think about it, like, this isn't rocket surgery. It's not a hard concept to grasp, okay? Now, I think it's really fascinating that if we do get this building, it's not actually going in downtown St. Louis. Central West End is 3-4 miles away. But it's a similar size in population to downtown St. Louis, though it's not as large of a business district. However, there was a proposal 2006, 7, 8, lay them straight, about a 1,000-foot building going up in downtown also. So there's a lot of there's a lot of really interesting high-rise tower proposals in the St. Louis region right now. A lot of them going up in Clayton, Montgomery Bank Tower. That's going to be 32 or so stories right in the heart of downtown Clayton. There's a lot, really. I'll cover more of those in later episodes. But for now, back to Jimmy and Alec.
I like this John guy. I can tell you about the zoo. That's about it.
Right.
Yeah.
He could probably tell you the history of every animal.
Yeah, he'll tell you. He'll be like, this animal was born.
So I'm guessing he's from here?
Yeah.
Because I went to New Orleans, and my wife and I paid for this tour to go on of the French Quarter. I'm like, hey, man.
Right.
And I see all these horse carriages going by taking people. So some dude just shows up to walk us around. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, damn it, I already gave him my $15. And then I find out he's from San Diego, and he's lived there for like 3 years. I'm like, what the hell? I don't... Yeah, okay. All right, so he's from St. Louis. I'll get down with that.
But he wasn't obsessed with St. Louis until he moved away to Washington. And
realized how much that sucked.
Washington was so bad.
D.C. or the state?
The state.
Okay.
They're both pretty bad. But no, the state. He lived in the capital, Olympia.
Oh.
And it was so bad, he just, I guess, would...
Wikipedia St. Louis?
He'd just read about St. Louis all day, and I guess... I don't know, maybe miss home. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. He's really into city planning. That's like his current passion.
All right, okay. Hey, man, everybody's got their thing.
Yeah.
Oh. So, all right. Well, okay, we got off topic. I'm sorry.
Hey, no, that's all good. That's all good.
I gotta meet this John guy.
Yeah.
I'll tune in.
Yeah, he's great. Let's see.
Fire him at me, whatever you want to know. I'm an open book, man.
Yeah.
What did we ask the perverts last night? That was the name of the other band. We're not just
a few sex offenders here last night. It was fired off the question.
Right. We just want to introduce you to all the local area perverts. Just so you know, it's for your own good. You know what they like.
I gotta go
what
door
they
to
don't
door
like.
later.
Right.
This is what you call off the rails. Good, don't worry about it.
What are your favorite places in St. Louis?
Besides
playing?
Besides
Yeah.
playing, just in
My favorite
general.
places to go, the Courtesy Diner on Hampton.
Of
Classic.
course.
So
Yeah.
damn good. Honey, that's what the lady always calls me. Well, the St. Louis Zoo, I've worked there on and off since I was 19.
Oh, that's
I love
awesome.
the St. Louis Zoo. It's a marvelous place.
The best free zoo in the United States of
It is.
America.
Damn
St.
straight.
Louis is a good place for no money fun.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that's why we were talking off air, was that it's such an easy place to live. There's so many good places to go. It's affordable.
Yeah.
It's the number 2 city for 20-somethings for a reason.
Hell yeah.
You don't
I'm
have
in my
to-
30s, but damn, I'm old. Jeez. Oh, my favorite
Hey,
place.
I'm almost there. I just turned 28.
Oh, okay, there you
Yeah.
go. Too late. That was a good year.
Yeah.
I was engaged. Let's
There you
see.
go.
Favorite places to go besides the zoo. I love Forest Park. I run in Forest Park. Forest Park is just a fantastic place to go. Downtown, I mean, the new City Garden is great. I mean, check out downtown St. Louis. Chava's in Soulard is probably my favorite Mexican place, next to Mi Ranchito near the Loop. I have 3 addictions. They are basketball, Mexican food, and scones. Those are the last 3 vices I have. If it wasn't for like Mexican food and scones, I would be ripped. So Chava's, the Soulard Farmers Market, it's an institution. It's a great place to go. Just walk around Soulard on a Saturday. The Sweet Divine's down there. It's an awesome like little cupcake shop. It's all revolve around food. Shit, I don't have a problem. And I love going to the movies. The Moolah Theater. Have you ever been to the Moolah Theater?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Oh, leather couches and watching movies. What God did I please?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's so many great places to go in this town, man. It's a fantastic. I mean, I was born at St. Louis City Hospital. It's now luxury lofts.
Okay.
But I was born in the basement of, I think, the cheapest hospital in St. Louis, which is good. Thanks, Dad. Yeah, I mean, Jesus. I mean, what are you in the mood for? There's something you can do every day. That's why if anyone, I forget who said it, but it's just conservative radio host. The only thing I ever agree with that he said was that when someone says, I'm bored, he says, you're not bored, you're boring. There's
Right.
always something to do if you just put the effort in. In this town, you can find something to do every day. There's a good band playing somewhere tonight. Mm-hmm. That's it. There just is. I don't know who they are, but you can go out and find them. There's a movie playing. There's a play going. If you love the arts, there's always something happening in this town. It's a great place to get started. So yeah.
Yeah, we got our free art museum. We got
Hell yeah. The History Museum.
mhm.
I mean,
The History Museum has a new exhibit on Prohibition in America, the rise and fall.
well, yeah.
I think right now.
Prohibition, what a dumb idea.
Oh
I
yeah.
thought the law of unintended consequences. Guess what? Gangsters are going to take over, gents. Good job, U.S. government.
Hey,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
worked. Nobody drank any alcohol during that time
Not a
period.
single person.
Okay?
Did you know that?
I would like to be the president who gets elected during Prohibition because I can go, this shit's going away.
All right.
Automatically reelected.
Yeah.
That's it. So, yeah. Oh, God.
4 more years, bitches.
Ooh. Ow, sorry. Got a bad knee. I played hoops all morning. So, yeah, where else to go in St. Louis? You name it, man. Go to the Arch. Just go stare at the Arch.
Oh, yeah.
Friggin' feat of engineering. Food Truck Fridays. I also own a food truck.
Yeah,
Yes.
Food Truck Fridays.
That is great.
I'm co-owner of Vincent Van Donut with my brother-in-law, and we
Really?
just won Donut Showdown Friday night. So yeah, go to any Food Truck Fridays. There's a food truck event all the time. Just freaking go to stltoday.com and look at what's going on. Every day there's like 12 pages of events. Whatever
Yeah.
you want to do, you can find it. So
Yep.
yeah,
No money involved
no money
if you don't want to.
I also like going to my basement. That's another spot I like. No one else
Yeah.
really
Right.
like it, but that's I enjoy it down there. I can get really loud.
You gotta have your own space.
That's right.
Excellent.
Little will time. I gotta decompress.
Right.
So yeah. What else? What else you guys want to know?
Oh.
Anything you want to know? Fellow red beard.
Yeah.
A lot of beards in this room right now.
Too much beard.
No such thing.
I
Well,
think I was watching your beard.
Any beard.
My
that's-
beard journal.
I was watching your beard journal, and you were like, "This thing is
It's so itchy. Like I look okay, but it gets so itchy because I'm always outside. So we're doing a beard because while I'm here, I forgot to tell everyone while I was here. We're doing a Kickstarter for our new record, which you guys help us promote, and I thank you so much for having me. But yeah, the Kickstarter, my best friend's wife, so Dave, the bass player, his wife Heather, decided that I should grow a beard as long as the Kickstarter's going, and then when we reach our goal of $2,000, Dave will shave it
Okay.
on camera, which is ridiculous because there's no point in my father's life where he thought, I'll have my best friend shave my face. So that's going to happen. Yeah, and it's, God, I hope my parents don't see that. But yeah,
reminds me of that scene in Wolf of Wall Street where they shaved the chick's head for $10,000.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
God, that movie was something else.
It's
Yeah,
so
if you
good.
guys haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street, just turn this off, go watch it,
And then come back.
come back, we'll still
Right.
be here waiting.
And then once you finish the show, then you just go watch it again.
Yeah, then you can go watch it again. Because
Yeah.
There's one
You'll
point where
want
you're going to
to.
scream, Marty, get an editor! But other than that, it's,
Yeah.
I don't know what he would cut. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. it
No,
is.
he couldn't.
No, there's not a
There's-
single part of that movie that isn't.
I wish it was
integral.
longer.
Don't watch it with your girlfriend.
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
Yeah. There's a lot of I can't believe they're doing this on camera. Jesus. Oh, this is
Right.
awesome. So, yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's an instant classic.
Instant classic
Yeah.
in my
Leo.
mind. So
Oh,
Leo
yeah.
didn't get his Oscar for it.
That's a shame.
I thought that would be the
It's
one.
Matthew
but-
McConaughey, man. He's just under sirloin skies.
Yeah.
Cool, but yeah, I mean, like you said, you're doing a Kickstarter right now. What has that process been like, running a Kickstarter?
I don't know what I'm doing online. I just don't. I've always tried, and Heather does it for a living, so she's been helping us out. It's been fun, and we've had people just give you a bunch of money for your record and to come and play shows in their houses, which we like to do. I love playing basement gigs. It's so much fun. Clubs are fun, but when you play a basement gig, it's a little more intimate. It's everyone you know is there, or you know everyone that's there.
Right.
And yeah, that's my favorite one. We've sold a couple of those, and like just stuff to get. I like to make it as inclusive as possible. Because when I was younger, I was kind of an asshole, and I would just be me and the guys, and we're a team, and everyone leave us alone. And you get older, I guess I mellowed, and I just want everyone around to share it with us and have fun, because it's more fun with your friends around when you do stuff.
yeah.
I mean, like this podcast for you by yourself wouldn't be as cool, but you're with your buddy. So
Exactly.
It's just that same kind of thing. You know, I want as many of my friends and family around as possible, because you never know how long you're going to do it.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, that's been the most fun part. Just support from different people and friends I haven't seen in forever, giving us money. Like, oh, thanks, man. I appreciate it. So, yeah, it's been a great process. It's communal, which I think it's a more fun way to do things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you're going to make your goal?
I think so, yeah. I mean, everything I read is like because we're Americans, we're all procrastinators for the most part. So we were about a quarter of the way there, and we still have like 18 days left. So they're like, the money's made in the last 5 to 10 days. And I was like, all right, we'll be cool. So
It really is true. I've supported at least a dozen Kickstarters, and there are a bunch of them where I was like, well, I guess I'll never get this reward that I wanted. And then, like, at the last minute, it's just like a flurry of updates from the Kickstarter creators saying, like, wow, I can't believe we've made $1,000 just today alone.
yeah. I think that's probably the way it's going to go. Everyone's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. And I just the same way. The ones I've supported are the Fund Anythings, the Indiegogos. It's always like, oh crap, I got 2 days left.
Yeah.
And I get on there. So yeah, I'm not
That's
too worried
awesome.
about it.
Yeah, I mean, my donation to this Kickstarter is probably going to be last minute.
We will
Yeah.
appreciate every damn cent of it. So yeah, man.
What are some of the not everything in rock and roll is just easy and fun. What are some of the challenges?
Playing in a rock and roll band. My good friend Barry Hibben taught me this when I was first starting. He said, it's a lot of hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
I love practicing. I love recording. I love writing songs. I love playing the guitar by myself and making up stuff. But the most fun is playing shows. It's just the most fun. It's like anything, like playing sports, anything you can think of. Getting on the stage is the actual release of that's what we get to do. So the hardest part is always waiting, as Tom Petty would say.
Yeah.
That and just not being able to get what you hear in your head out. And that's been the hardest part for me, because I'm a good player, but I'm not a great player. That's why I have Kevin and Kyle and Dave and Todd. They're all very, very great players. So that way I can, if I write one of the songs, I can kind of get them to, when you with someone a long time, you get a lot of reps. You can get them to kind of do what you're thinking.
Sure.
You can explain it to them. So that was long-winded. But I mean, that's the hardest part, is getting what you hear in your head, what Dylan called the wild Mercury sound, like in his head, and then onto the tape. That's the hardest part.
Right.
But when you get it done, man, it's awesome.
Absolutely.
Feels so good. Yeah. This record, we almost did it, I think. Yeah, a few of the songs. It's like, that's it.
Especially when it turns out better than you're even imagining it.
Like the song "Beauty in the Wreckage" we wrote for this record. This is the way like half our songs get written. Like we're sitting in Dave's basement, and he just starts playing this riff, and I was like, I think I have words for that. So he keeps playing it, and Kyle keeps playing it, and then I had these words written for like 2 years, and Kyle kept telling me, "You're gonna make a song out of these," and we never could. And then that night, just boom, it happened. And then we were getting ready to record. We had this song; it sounded great. And then Kevin, our drummer, he's driving his buddy home who's drunk. He comes back, stops into the bar, I think, to pay his tab, and then walks to his car. It's where Manja is, and there's that little parking lot next to it, and then back there's the alley. And he's walking back to his car down that alley, and he hears like 2 footsteps. Back of the head gets hit, goes down. This kid stomps on his leg, breaks his right leg, and he's a drummer. Yeah, breaks his right leg, and then Kevin, he tries to get up because he doesn't realize he's broken, takes off and just collapses. And 2 girls saw it. This kid takes off with his wallet, his rent money, and the next morning I'm calling him because him and I are supposed to go jog around Forest Park, and because we're going to record that weekend and just talk about shit.
Right.
It's an excuse to hang out. And I call him, and he just sounds out of it at like 9 in the morning. I'm like, are you drunk at 9 in the morning? He's like, I don't know, it's like a kid, and I got to click, and I'm like, so I just go jog by myself. I'm kind of pissed. So I get a hold of him later. He's like, I'm sorry, man. He tells me the whole story. And so we were supposed to record this record in 2013 and release it. So then he has about 2 or 3 surgeries. He had a staph infection, all this other stuff. He thought he might lose his leg. He's freaking out. I remember watching him just changing the dressing and just seeing, just all this stuff. And he was really tough about it. And, just being in a wheelchair. I got him a wheelchair from my mom's garage. He named Old Blue. They ran around the house. And I'm just taking him to Schnucks and stuff and, like, I don't know, being goofy. But so then he finally got his leg back together. We started playing again last fall. He finally, he got his chops back. And he's a big dude. He's about 6'2", 200 pounds. Just a big guy. Okay. And so it took him forever. He had this left leg that looked like a normal human leg, and his right leg was just a skinny, like, just weird thing. It was hilarious. Not hilarious, but it was funny looking. He'll admit it. And so he finally, he's going to kill me. And so finally he got back together, and so we rewrote the songs like Beauty in the Wreckage, and it came up a little different and so much better out of all of that. So hopefully that's some good that came out of it. And so it's been a hell of 18 months, I guess.
I imagine.
Yeah. But he's a tough dude. He'll be all right. He's got a good head of hair on him, so he'll be all right. I notice hair because I'm balding. And I'm almost there, so I'm always like, God, that guy's got a thick head of hair. And it's weird. I don't know if it's...
Don't know what you got till it's gone.
I know. I'm like, oh, Jesus. This is remnants of a great society.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, when you can work the songs out and they sound better than they did before, it's great. Yeah.
What does the writing process look like for you? Do you do something... Do you, like, write lyrics first? Do you write the music first? Or is it kind of like a mix?
I mean, it's a mix. The way I write lyrics is I will get an idea for a line, and I have my notebook that I write all the songs in. I've been through, I don't know how many of them. I'll be like, oh, that's a cool line, then I'll write that down. And I have a page that just says lines and ideas, and it's a whole page of just something I have. And then I'll try to build songs out of those lines, or just build a set of lyrics. And like I said, the last song, Beauty in the Wreckage, I'll hear a riff that Dave or Kyle are just messing around with, or I'll just mess around with something. And kind of fit them together and figure out their vocal melody over that and kind of piece it together. Because when I was younger, I would just try to do everything by myself because I wanted to be in control of everything. And now with these guys, when you give yourself up to the fact that people are better than you at things, which they are, right, when you're young, you kind of, I mean, for me anyway, I thought I could do everything better than anyone, and I can't.
This is the best podcast
ever done. And, so yeah, I just gave myself up to that when I hear that when those guys playing stuff because they're better players than me. And I can put that together with what they do. That's the best. When it's a completely collaborative process of working together. That's when it's the best. And we have a few songs on this record that are that way. Or I brought an entire song that I thought was done, and then Dave will say, nope, let's do this. Or Kevin will say, my favorite line that Kevin says, he says, pick up another brush, because whatever we're doing ain't working. And I'm like, okay. Then you play it a different way.
Awesome.
How long have you two known each other?
2 years now? Longer than that?
A year?
It's been longer. A year? It hasn't been just a year?
Yes.
No.
This is similar. Kyle, the guitar player, and I. neither one of us know when we met. We just know that we met.
Yeah. No, he's right. It's been like a year.
It's been a year
It's just,
because you guys lived
anytime
over by the loop.
spending time with this guy, it just goes on forever and ever. So it just seems like so much longer.
Yeah,
I'm
because
kidding.
you guys lived over by the loop when we met, and because that was right after I saw some show.
Yeah. What did you see?
Story of the Year, something like that.
Right.
I think.
Something like that. But yeah, he came over to
I came over
my house, and me and my roommate, we were in a band and we were jamming downstairs, and this guy's here, and like I don't know what to think of him. He's just kind of there.
I just kind of show up and start espousing my love for this band I've just
right, and
I truly did enjoy the sound.
I did not think he was being genuine.
Oh, okay.
You know, because he just kind of had this tone about him that made it seem like he was being sarcastic in espousing his love for our band. And so I was like, I don't know about this guy. He seems like kind of a dick.
I have that effect on first meeting occasionally. So.
Right. And so I didn't know about him. And then like he actually was like, no, I actually legitimately enjoy your music. And then I was like, oh, well, cool.
What band was this?
It's a band called Space Walrus.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think I tweeted about you guys that night.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Space Walrus.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
That was Space Walrus Classic, though.
Classic Space Walrus. That was when it was just me and Patrick. I was on lead guitar. Patrick was doing rhythm and vocals. And then we had Katie, who was our bassist. And then... well, Chris was playing, wasn't he?
Chris was your drummer at that
Chris
point.
was our drumming for us at the point, so it's just, 4-piece. We did some recordings in our basement of just us crowded around a microphone, a single microphone that we had hanging from the ceiling.
Motown style.
Yeah, and so those recordings, very low quality, but still very proud of them. They are classic Space Walrus. And
you can still find those on the internet, right?
Yeah.
On the World Wide Web.
Spacewalrus.bandcamp.com.
Bandcamp's awesome.
Matt
great. Bosler of Talk. Best bands in St. Louis, one of them. Talk. T-O-K. Look him up. He turned me on to Bandcamp. He used to have a podcast called the Talkcast where he'd do it at Lemons on Monday nights, and he did this game.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm on a complete tangent. Called 1-Star Reviews. Sort of the greatest games ever. He would read a review of a record, but only read the 1-star reviews on Amazon, and he'd give out the name of the song,
awesome.
and you'd have to guess what band it was.
That's cool.
Great. And the grammar is so good on the internet. Anyway, so
especially
Space
in those
Walrus.
angry 1-star reviews.
Yeah. This band is not good.
This band is absolute trash for casuals.
This is what it was like, the worst review I've ever heard. And it was like, For Exile on Main Street by the Rolling Stones. Like, the guitar player, I mean, come on. It's like, I have no idea.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, but check out Talk, T-O-K. They're awesome.
All right.
There's so many good bands in this town.
Oh, absolutely.
Are we going long? I'm sorry, I'm long-winded.
Oh,
No.
no, it's all good.
We're peaking on some of our laughter.
Oh.
I'm turning it down a bit.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah, so that's a little bit of background.
All right, okay, cool.
Yeah, I guess that's people's introduction to us.
Yeah,
That's
I guess
good,
considering
man.
this is technically the first episode now.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah.
I sit in my darkest dreams. I'm
got an intimidating list here for me. Come on, let me see.
Yeah.
Yeah. So next,
I'm either going to get myself in trouble, or probably still get myself in trouble. Let's see what you got.
Well,
Trouble's-
we kind of talked about
Trouble's
lemons
trouble.
already a bit. But
Yeah.
Be lemons.
So Lemons is closing.
Kinda bullshit.
Lemons, yeah, it's a bar that I've been a huge fan of for at least a couple of years. But I guess the owner is just getting worn out.
I mean, that'll happen. Running a small business, man.
It's hard.
And when it's not fun anymore, I don't know. I mean, I don't
Right.
blame him. It sucks, but if you don't have it anymore, you don't have it anymore. But it
Right.
was always nice people. That's all I can ask for a bar. Good service, nice folks, good food, good drinks. That's I mean, other than that, if you want anything more than that, go somewhere else.
Right.
So,
yeah, I mean they've had some troubles in recent years with having to shut down their basement stage and
Yeah. I think the fire marshal made the right call on that one.
yeah,
But,
probably.
it was cool as hell, but yeah.
And then it's kind of weird. Like it's half sports bar, half like
Yeah.
small local music.
Mm-hmm.
I guess he just wasn't having fun with it anymore. So
I mean, I can't speak for him, but I know that once you get tired of doing anything, it's hard to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we don't have the energy to run a bar where you have to be the face of it. That's tough. So I mean, hopefully someone else will buy the space. I'm sure they will because it's a great space and
Right.
great locale, and just make it happen again. I don't think Lemons is gone forever. I highly doubt it. So.
yeah, somebody should just buy it and reopen it and not change anything.
Yeah.
I would take the drop ceiling out because it would help the sound, but that's what I would
Sure.
always do. Yeah, expose the rafters. But anyway, sorry. Yeah, so Lemons is gone
Yeah.
for now.
For now.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the demo will
Just like the
return.
demo.
The Venice Cafe will return.
Yeah, that's
Venice
some bullshit,
Cafe
man.
already did return.
Why do people gotta steal shit?
Yeah.
You know how hard it is to work and get things,
Right.
like, and then someone just shows up, smashes, and grabs. That's
Yeah.
just
And it was like their second best night of the summer. They had $6,000, which, I mean, honestly, they probably shouldn't have had that much money in their overnight.
I mean, but it was in a safe.
I mean,
was
that's where
Right.
you keep
You
it.
always think about that.
It was safe
but-
in there.
So, oh god, ding. But if you take it home, then your house get robbed. It's like, why didn't you leave it in the
Right.
safe? But that is Venice Cafe is awesome. Another really nice folks.
Mhm.
My favorite patio in town. I mean, there's some great patios in town, but that one, it's great. I've had a lot of good times there. Sometimes I don't remember. Sometimes I do.
It's a nice place,
Upstairs,
great
the upstairs with all the
environment.
taxidermy, man.
Yeah.
I saw the Helium Tapes there. My buddy Joe was in a band called the Helium Tapes with Sunyata and Marshall and Jared Burkemper, and just great bands there. There's very accommodating and sweet people, and yeah, that sucks, man. That's some bullshit.
They
So,
took their computer too.
how hard is it? Computers are like $200. Why are you stealing
Right.
computers, man? Like, have pride in yourself and earn
Exactly.
something. I don't know. God, I'm getting old. Christ.
Yeah, the original article I read said that they were going to close for good after that, and I was
That
like,
would've been really
what?
sad.
No, they're not.
And then, like 6 hours later, I read another one that they vowed.
Oh,
They
they'll come
vowed
back,
to
yeah.
reopen.
Yeah.
Go there, show your support, throw them some cash. I mean,
Absolutely.
it's a great spot to. It's great for that neighborhood too.
Oh, definitely.
Benton Park is right across from Soulard there. If you haven't been there, it's right across from the brewery. Basically, it's one of the best bars in the area. It's like, I don't know, half a mile from off Broadway and
Yeah.
all the stuff down there, Cherokee District. So yeah, good place to antique, Cherokee District. Very true. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys look like antiquers. You antiquers.
One
Phone Coffee
time,
House, a great place right there off Cherokee.
one
and
time
Jefferson.
in high school, I knew what an Argyle was, which is, of course, a
Yeah.
gravy cup.
Oh, okay.
And it was like my teacher's trivia question, and he told me to be his Antiques Roadshow partner, and he bugged me about it for the rest of the year until I switched schools.
There you go. High school teachers. High school is the best time of your life. No, it's not, sir. You've led
That
an
is
awful
not true.
adulthood.
That is
An
not
awful
true.
adulthood if high school are the best 4 years of your life.
I feel like it only gets better from there.
Oh, yeah, it does. Because you know what I can do now? Whatever I want. That's what's great about being an
Exactly.
adult. Yes. Love stuff we got. Lemons. What else? Come on.
So,
we're having fun here.
Fair St. Louis.
Yeah, I guess we're going to talk about Fair St.
Oh, yeah.
Louis or Unfair St.
Oh,
Louis.
Right.
Okay.
Fair St. Louis. It was at Forest Park this year instead of usually it's at the Arch Grounds.
Mm-hmm.
But there.
Let's take a pause real fast. What do you guys like better, the Arch or Forest Park?
Me, Forest Park. I mean, in general, being for Fair St. Louis?
No, just in general to be at. Do you prefer the Arch or Forest Park?
Which
do you think is cooler?
I'm gonna have to say
the
the
official
Arch
question.
is cooler.
For me, I mean, the Arch is awesome, but I love Forest Park because there's 2 museums. There's a zoo, and I run there all the time, and good people watching it.
Yeah.
Too. But I mean, the Arch for people watching. Ooh, that's a good one too, though.
A lot of out-of-towners at the Arch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Look, honey, it's like, oh, look at this dude from Cincinnati. Oh crap, the shorts are too short.
The way I feel about it is just that the Arch is just so iconic, and you know, it's just such an integral part of St. Louis that we would have so much of a loss if the Arch did not exist.
Yeah.
And
Well, there would be a huge historic neighborhood there if the Arch didn't exist.
Well,
we got enough historic neighborhood here.
Forest Park, I spent a lot more time at Forest Park. You know, there's just a lot of places to do in Forest Park, easier to get to and whatnot. But if I had to, God forbid, choose between the two, I would say for the good of St. Louis, we'd have to keep the Arch.
Well, that's where Fredbird invented Emo's Pizza.
Seriously?
Right up there and up in the Arch.
You just blew my mind. That's where Becky and Wanda used to sell carpet, man.
Yeah.
What happened to Wanda?
She fell off the carpet.
Oh, that'll happen.
She
Yeah.
fell off the carpet.
Carpet Queen and the Tile Princess.
Yeah.
Carpet Queen. What an unfortunate moniker.
Carpet Queen.
If you're listening to this
Yeah, she
outside of
wasn't wearing
St.
her
Louis,
seatbelt.
you have no idea what we're
For
talking
a hole
about.
in your roof. For a hole in your roof. Frederick's Roofers. Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But they had Fair St. Louis at Forest Park this year. It's the biggest event at Forest Park in over a century.
Yeah.
That's what I read.
There was an estimated 100,000 people that viewed the fireworks. Who knows how many people all throughout.
What kind of stuff? I went to the fair for one reason. I wanted to see Bonnie Raitt because she is badass. She plays a slide as well as anyone I've seen. And all they had was food vendors and the concert. And I was like, where's the carnival games and stuff? When I was a kid, you could win a giant Spuds McKenzie. I don't know if it was somewhere else. That's how old I am. But there was just like food, which is cool, overly priced as hell. Like, obviously they pay the festival prices. And then the concert, and that's it. So that kind of sucked for me. But you guys were talking about, what did they do with the acts, and they split them up or something?
So there was a main stage, and then there was a secondary stage. And there were, unfortunately...
They put all the black artists on the side stage.
I know In Vogue was on the side stage, which was weird.
They have a huge following. Even I know who they are, and I don't know anything.
Somebody cut that clip, please. I mean, the racism in St. Louis, or prejudice would be a better word, has been greatly documented by many. You can tell by the segregation of the city itself still.
Right, the tagline of Midwest, I'm not racist, but...
Yeah. I'm not racist, but of course.
I've always wanted to write a book that was called The Stuff White People Say When Black People Aren't Around. Just like, it's like, good, seriously, dude?
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was... It's noticeable because we're in this town. I don't know if it was racially motivated or if it was what they estimated, but you need to be more aware of what you're doing. Even if your intentions aren't malicious, if you're it just happens that way, you need to be able to zoom out and go, yeah, we shouldn't do that because it doesn't look good.
Like, I would love to give the people in charge of that the benefit of the doubt and say that it wasn't racially motivated. Who knows?
To be fair...
He just did air quotes, by the way.
To be fair, what the organizers said that was just a shadier stage. It was going to be a hot one out there. And
it was.
And it was.
Well, the side stage was in Shakespeare Glen, so it wasn't like a tiny stage. It was still a good sized stage. It just wasn't as big as Art Hill. But
I read that the crowd for In Vogue would have been better served with the main stage.
Oh, I don't doubt it.
Yeah.
Never going to get it, man.
But they said it was just because it was a shadier stage.
And those sets were during the day?
Yeah, and those sets were during the day. They've had big, I don't know if this is wrong to say, but big black artists on the main stage in the past, with people like Isaac Hayes and John Legend.
Al
played, and Al Green have all played the main stage at Fair St. Louis in years past. So, but you're right, they should have We should have known how it was going to look.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have someone to say how this looks. Like I said, we don't know if it was malicious or not, but it does not look good. And that's unfortunate, but...
It certainly caused a big stir.
Yeah, it was big enough to cause controversy.
Yeah.
I think it was like the St. Louis Treasurer that first pointed it out, so it was like an official calling them out. And
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah.
yeah, but Fair St. Louis is still fun.
Yeah.
But I have a strange feeling if Al Green or Isaac Hayes, or someone of that stature had played this year, they would have been on the main stage.
They said they were trying to get Earth, Wind, and Fire.
Oh, sweet.
play.
That would have been awesome. Oh, my God.
Yeah, and they would have been on the main stage, obviously.
They wouldn't fit on the second stage.
They would not.
It's like 3 parts of Captain Planet, man.
I know.
God, I just made a Captain Planet reference. Jesus.
Captain Planet's cool.
I approve.
Heart. Fire.
That's one property I would love to see a modern film of.
Yes.
I would just see some. I don't know who'd play him.
Yeah, who
they'd
would
probably
play
get
Captain
Channing
Planet?
Tatum, which I'm not saying that's a good, but that's what would happen. It'd be cool to see him in blue with kind of a green mullet.
Yeah.
Jesus.
They'd probably want to update the hairstyle, and I wouldn't be okay with that.
We could get the Slumdog Millionaire kid to play.
What's his name? Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah.
Or the guy who played not Richard Parker, but whoever was in The Life of Pi.
Yeah.
That kid's got some acting chops. Or Aziz Ansari. Why not?
Yeah, Aziz. All right.
Aziz.
He's funny.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I feel like he would change the character a lot.
I'm just trying to use my heart here, guys. Quit. Just stop picking on me.
Sam Jackson would be in the movie somehow. Either
Well, yeah.
him or Morgan Freeman.
If they're superheroes,
They're in
he's
every
gonna be
movie.
it.
It's like Morgan Freeman, Sam Jackson, or John C. Reilly. If you go to see a movie, one of those 3 guys is probably going to be in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll replace Gaia with Morgan Freeman. So.
Morgan Freeman. That's the extent of my Captain Planet knowledge.
Oh.
Okay, so,
I have
yeah.
more, but I won't share it.
yeah. Spare you.
We'll move on to something slightly more interesting, and we'll talk about cat videos.
Cat video.
Yeah,
Cat
cat
videos.
The International Cat Video Festival is going to be held in St. Louis this year.
Damn
Yeah,
right.
they're going to have it at the Contemporary Art Museum.
Yeah, it's right in Midtown there.
Right.
It's an awesome museum. Check it
Yeah,
out.
it's
Because, I don't know, if you go onto the internet and you type in contemporary art, you're going to get a bunch of cat videos.
It's true. And
So
Sarah Donner.
It only makes sense.
Sarah Donner, good friend of mine, songwriter from New Jersey. She raises cats and gets them out and has the best cat videos ever. SarahDonner.com. Go there. Great songwriter, by the way. She'll put you in a good mood. But yeah, cat videos, man.
Cat videos.
People love...
Is she going to be in the festival?
I don't know if she'll be here or not. I know she's coming through town. People love fantasy football, celebrity gossip, and cat videos.
Yeah.
And one of those orders, I think, is what Americans are obsessed with.
Right.
That's big for St. Louis. That's a big get.
Definitely.
Yeah, it is. I guess they've held it in Minneapolis the last couple years, and now they're moving it to St. Louis. So they're upgrading their festival.
Minneapolis.
Right.
It's a negative 48 today. Why do you live there? I don't get it.
When do you build a city there? I could see if it was just a few shacks or something out there, but people choose to build giant.
I'm sure it's an awesome town in the
there.
summer.
Right? Yeah. Oh, totally.
But
Part
I had
of the
friends who
year
were like,
it's
it was a
gotta be
negative 13 today. I'm like,
Well,
it's cold here. I'm like, what's the point in that? I don't get it. I guess you just really like being white and living up there. I don't know what it is. So
That's people's motivation for a lot of things.
They like to get to pronounce names like Nygaard and.
what did Chris Rock say? The only thing black in Minnesota is, what did he say? Prince and Kirby Puckett at one point. I was like, oh, that makes sense. But, I think that was Chris Rock, if I'm not misquoting. But yeah, I can't. I'd like to visit there in July. But it's July now. They're having the All-Star game there. And everyone's wearing long-sleeve shirts. It's like almost freezing rain. I'm like, that sounds pleasant. Jesus. So he's trashed Minneapolis for like 10 minutes. Right. Get more letters.
Well, Minneapolis should become St. Louis, and then maybe people wouldn't trash them so much.
That's true.
Yeah. No, but this Cat Video Festival is going to be the 18th and 19th.
Take that, NPLS.
It's $10 to get in, $20 if you want reserved seating, but those tickets are limited. So if you really want front row seating to see these cat videos,
you can just pull up YouTube or
pay $20, $10 to $20. It's in the outdoor space, I think.
That's
where
nice
they're going to
space,
have it.
yeah.
Yeah, they're going to have it in the, what do they call it, the open field, I think.
One time. Yeah, it's great up there,
Yeah, so it's going to be there.
We'll see who
It
wins
should be
this
nice. We're going to have pleasant weather the next couple weeks here.
Damn right we will.
So
We'll see who wins this year. You said what?
Oh yeah, last year
Grumpy
Grumpy Cat won. So which launched him to stardom.
How do you know all of this?
I looked it up before the show.
Ah, there we go. Man does his research. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, all the time I'm doing research on famous cat videos. I've been with cat videos since the beginning.
He's got an Excel spreadsheet of all the
Right.
time. You know.
I've set up.
Gotta keep it all straight.
I've set up pivot tables to sort through all my
PowerPoint.
cat video.
conditionally
knowledge.
formatting. Yeah.
But that'll be cool. There's, I don't know the website. I'll post it to go vote for this. But you can vote. There are 6 contenders for top St. Louis cat video.
Oh snap!
The winner of that contest will be played before the Cat Video Festival. We'll get to watch the top St. Louis cat video. So which will be the best video there, no doubt.
Absolutely.
No doubt.
You can look up Eddie the cat on Facebook. It's my sister's cat. He's always straight posting up. He like sits on his ass against the wall all day. Eddie the cat.
Awesome.
Just max him.
We'll link to that too.
So that's like we said. There's always something happening in this town.
Definitely.
Always.
Yeah, no matter how insane it is. But
like something that we're gonna talk about in just a second that is like crazy insane.
super insane.
Yeah.
But before we move on, I just want to say this is supposed to bring in a younger crowd to the art museum. I hope it does.
Yeah.
Like you said, that place is great. I've been there a few times. It's awesome. The outdoor space is magnificent.
Good museums. They give you free wine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
It's true. It's like you want to go to an art show and I'm like, yeah, who's the art? I don't care. It's gonna be wine, probably cheese. I can handle both. Yeah, maybe some summer sausage. Who knows?
Right.
We're all men.
great. Well, Jimmy, have you ever been watching TV and just seen something absolutely shocking? Just something in your personal life that has just been like, that's fucking crazy. Like,
I don't watch TV.
Oh, okay. Well, like, I'm always watching Flight of the Conchords, and I see, like, my bicycle, or
Right.
I'll be watching it, and I'll be like, I recognize this building from St. Louis.
Oh, how shocking!
Right, but what would you do if you were watching Cold Case Files, and the serial killer used your house to do his killing?
The serial killer.
This serial killer that they're doing the show on.
I would call my realtor, one, and say, what the happened? Or my super, or whoever my landlord is.
In this case, the woman called the landlord, who... Okay, so a little backstory. This guy killed 17 people in the basement torture chamber of this house.
Jesus Christ.
His name was Maury Travis, and...
His parents named him Mari. He didn't stand a chance.
No, he had a couple choices: serial killer or shitty TV show.
Right, and then somebody else named Maury already took the shitty TV show.
Yeah, so he was stuck with this.
He was
Got
just
Tommy
stuck.
Chung, though.
Right.
She was getting it done back in the day, man.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
But
so this
17
guy-
people. She's watching this show. I think
Cold Case Files,
She's watching
yeah.
Cold Case Files. I think actually because one of her family members told her she needed to watch this episode.
Oh, dude. I can't tell you why, but just turn it on.
You need.
I have a story
you need
that kind of
see
relates to this too. So yeah.
All right, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah.
Don't let me forget. She recognizes her table, which is like evidence in
her
the
dining
case.
room table.
So
The
she,
furniture's still there.
the furniture.
She bought it.
They
furnished?
threw,
Oh.
well, they threw in the table. The landlord
Yeah.
said, "And you can have this table too if you want it."
Right.
She calls the landlord, and the landlord says, "No, you're stuck. You're locked in. You can't get out of this." Because it's not illegal in Missouri to
Rent out a murder house.
rent out a murder house.
Without disclosure,
you don't have to disclose the details.
disclose. You don't have to
I guess
disclose.
if you sell it, you have to. If you rent it, you don't.
Yeah. You don't.
Yeah.
there's-
Wow.
All you have to talk about is like defects in the
Yeah.
building. That's
Missouri-
all you have to disclose.
Missouri's
in
not
Missouri,
really
bad mojo. Jesus.
Yeah.
there are actually only 3
That's
states.
like quadruple Bonnie and Clyde. Like that's a
Yeah.
lot of
Yeah,
bodies,
it's 17 people murdered, and the landlord, it turns out, is the killer's mom.
Man.
That's a bombshell. When
And
I read
so-
that was
That's my
nuts.
baby.
And so
Oh.
when the woman the renter of the house, Katrina McGaw, went to her landlord and said, "I want out of this house.
I don't want to live here anymore."
The landlord, which we will reiterate, is the serial killer's mother.
She did a bang-up job.
Did not feel
Right.
sympathetic towards Miss McGaw in any way and said, "Well, you signed the lease, you're stuck
My
with
son
it."
was a good boy.
So, but there is, I mean, I guess a silver lining. The housing authority intervened, so she is moving out at the end of July. Yes.
Nice.
Which she says she
cannot wait.
We can totally role play that phone call. You can be the rentee and I can be Miss McGaw. Go, okay. Ring, ring, ring. Hello, this is Miss McGaw.
Wait.
You're the rentee. I'm answering the phone.
Oh, Miss McGaw is the rentee.
Oh, okay. Who's the landlordy? Who's the landlord?
Miss Travis.
Miss Travis?
This
Yeah,
is Miss
suppose.
Travis.
Yeah, I went out of my lease.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's ironclad. You signed it.
Well, you didn't tell me that, your son...
My son
killed
was a good boy.
17
That's
people
liberal media
in the
bull
house.
crap. My son was a good boy. And the correct answer is 22. I mean, listen. And scene.
And then probably crying.
Yeah.
If anybody's interested, Maury killed himself in 2002 in jail.
In jail, yeah.
So,
What a loss for the
Well,
world.
you know, he's in the ground. Jesus Christ.
jeez. So that's
17
nuts.
people.
Mm-hmm.
That's just crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, wow.
Unbelievable.
But you were going to go ahead and...
So I love St. Louis.
Yes.
Besides that, I'm guessing this was in like Hazelwood or something.
Yeah, where was that?
Oh, it was in North County somewhere.
Oh,
Okay.
well,
Ferguson.
Yeah, it was
Ferguson,
in Ferguson.
Missouri.
It was in
Oh,
Ferguson.
Ferguson's a nice town.
I used to live in Ferguson. It was actually great.
Hendel's. You ever been to Hendel's in Ferguson? Downtown Ferguson? Hendel's?
No, I haven't.
Oh, or it's downtown Florissant. Never mind.
Okay.
Hendel's in Florissant. So
Yeah.
good. Great brunch.
Yeah, Florissant and Ferguson in general are actually a great
Heck
place.
yeah.
But apparently, this one house is a blight on humanity.
Yeah, just tear it down.
Right.
That much bad stuff happens in a place, it needs to go away.
Yeah.
Just, I don't know if I believe in all that karma stuff, but it's best just
Get rid of it.
get rid of all the concrete. Just send it back to God. Get done with it.
Yeah.
I was reading one interview with her, and she said, she would get creepy feelings in the basement.
Hell yeah, man.
And before she knew, though,
Yeah.
like,
You hear like, what are you paying a month?
And then,
Oh, Jesus.
Was it the little kid that was playing?
yeah, there was a little kid who was playing in the basement and was like, "There's somebody over there crying," or
Oh,
They're scared.
that's
Yeah.
creepy.
And
Yeah.
like the kid was playing near the
oh man,
the pillar that he would tie his victims up to.
Oh, that's not... Dude, yeah, that's creepy. That's like... What's that show on FX, the really creepy one? It was like Asylum, Coven, American Horror Story.
American Horror Story,
American
yeah.
Horror Story stuff, man.
Yeah, that is some American Horror
And
Story
kids,
shit
man.
right there.
Kids say some creepy shit and you know they're not
Right.
making it up.
Yeah.
Like, that's the creepy part. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, so...
So yeah, you were saying that you had a similar story.
Oh, well, like, I was... Not that similar.
not that
Right.
similar.
I was
Thankfully,
watching...
it's not that
Thanks.
similar.
I was
Yeah.
watching a TV show about meth.
Okay.
And this guy comes on, I'm like, that kid looks fucking familiar.
Mm-hmm.
I keep watching it, so like, okay. So then they play it the next time over. They do the thing where they finish it and they play it again. And it's Mike Murphy, who I went to grade school with and played like 7th grade basketball with, and who robbed Dave, our bass player in the band, robbed his barn when he was in like 10th grade. And he was on this meth show, and I was like, holy crap, so I'm calling everyone from Lowendale, Missouri that I know. So it's not that similar, and after that
Yeah.
story, anticlimactic, but somebody's mowing their lawn.
Somebody's mowing their lawn.
It's probably Tom Hanks or Corey Feldman out here in the burbs.
Yeah.
It was a burbs reference. You're welcome, America. All right. Okay, what else?
All right. Well, yeah, we want to talk a little bit about a couple upcoming events
Okay.
that are coming up. We have coming up. This is in a little while. August 5th and 6th.
Yeah, August 5th and 6th, you can actually go and see Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, the movie, in English,
Yes.
on the silver screen at Ronnie's.
Ronnie's
Right.
funny, Cine.
So all you
No
Dragon
passes,
Ball
no VIP.
fans, all you Dragon Ball
Seriously.
fans, get your tickets now. Go see it August 5th and 6th. That's a Tuesday and Wednesday. It's going to be awesome.
It's sad that we're only getting it for the 2 days, though.
Yeah.
Because they're showing it all across the country, like the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 9th, I want to say.
Yeah. But we're only getting it for 2 days.
But we only get it for 2 days, and
fuck?
that's the only theater I've been able to track it down at.
Yeah.
Which is even more disappointing.
Right. I'm really excited about it. I haven't seen it yet.
I have. I watched it. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
First canon Dragon Ball Z film ever.
Yes.
First Dragon Ball Z film to be in theaters since Wrath of the Dragon.
It's like a 10-minute drive for you. That's not bad.
Right.
Yeah, just like a little jaunt over there.
Stop at the Waffle House beforehand, make it happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool. I mean, it is a great movie. I can't wait to see it. Everybody go. You gotta buy your ticket in advance. I guarantee it'll sell out.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. If it doesn't, I'll be sad.
Right.
I'll lose faith in St. Louis.
Oh no.
And then next month, the month after that, September 20th, Barnfest 4.
Barnfest 4. For those of you unfamiliar with Barnfest, it's awesome. They've done it in Pacific, Missouri. It takes place in believe it or not, a barn.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
A barn.
Franklin County Mo.
Right.
My
And
stomping grounds.
It's just a place where a bunch of awesome local bands play. It's donations only. Like you pay $5 per car for parking, and then donations go straight back into doing future.
Where can people
Barnfest.
find out about it? Is it like online? Is it?
It's on Facebook.
Okay.
You can search for Barnfest.
We'll link to it.
Yeah, we'll link to it.
Where on anywhere you can find this.
Who's
Right.
playing this year?
Well,
I guess
most
they text
notably-
the invite to my old number because I didn't get one, but
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Most notably, in the second show, we are interviewing Smooth Talking Perverts.
Yeah,
they will be there. Actually, Jack, the bassist for Smooth Talking Perverts, he is having his birthday on the same day as Barnfest.
Nice.
So,
it's always fun playing on your birthday, man.
right.
Happy early birthday, Jack.
That's right. But, yeah, some other bands that have played, I don't know what the lineup is going to be for Barnfest 4, but
I hope Bike Path's there.
Bike Path, I'm sure, will be there.
Okay.
She was...
Hopefully we can get them on the show.
is going to be there. That is actually their practice space, so of course they'll be there. They have practice
They
space
practice
in
in
a
a barn. That's
Pacific,
awesome.
really
Missouri.
cool.
That's a
In
haul.
Pacific, Missouri.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I'm sure they live
yeah, right there.
right there.
Little known fact about Pacific, Missouri: the city park is a thing called Burke Circle, and that was owned by our bass player's family, and they sold it, I think, in the '60s or '70s. So that
Oh,
was
wow.
all his family's
that's
land.
cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, take that. Who's the St. Louis guy with all the facts?
John.
Yeah, take that, John.
John, yeah.
Specific fact for you.
But, some other bands have played, like I said, Smooth Talking Perverts, Bike Path, she was,
I think Worst Case Ontario.
Worst Case Ontario has played, Babe Lords.
Is this BYOB? Is it?
Yeah, BYOB.
Don't get stupid. It's someone else's property.
Right.
Your own booze.
Right.
This isn't Bonnaroo.
It's not Bonnaroo.
Hopefully, it won't smell that bad either.
Right.
Um,
But, yeah, it's a really cool time. You're going to want to be there.
heck yeah,
For
man.
sure.
Outdoor shows at barn shows at basements. It's like intimate shows
This
like
is
that.
only
are more
like
fun.
$5 for parking.
$5 for parking and
That's a deal, man.
a donation basis
Yeah.
for the rest of it. And it goes on all day, usually around noon, and then music ends at 10 p.m.
Okay. What's the date?
The date is September 20th.
September 20th.
Yeah, they just did Barnfest 3.
That's a Monday.
Yeah, they did it June.
No, wait. I'm thinking October. Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah.
I think it was June 21st they did Barnfest 3.
Okay.
And this fourth one coming up
When
in
were the
September
first
20th.
two? Were they last year or earlier this year?
It's been going on for probably a little bit over a year, I think.
Okay.
But yeah, just go because all the bands are great, great people. You're gonna have a fun time no
Hell
matter
yeah,
what
man.
you do.
It's a Saturday. September 18th is a Saturday. Yeah, that'll be a
Yeah.
or Friday, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah,
But yeah. Good for them, man. That's fun.
yeah.
Great. Great, yeah. Oh, and we'll be there, so come find.
We should do a live
come find me and
podcast
Jimmy.
with the bands.
Yeah, that's what we
Podcast all the bands in one day.
Yeah,
Boom.
yeah. What we're
Set a
planning on
record for
doing, we're just
podcasting.
gonna bring our little field recorder, and then
Hopefully, we'll have 2 little field recorders by then.
yeah,
Like a man on the street thing.
yeah.
Hopefully, when
like,
I
we
interview
can-
people, about Barnfest, we'll try and interview everybody there. Be quirky. Maybe your interview will make the cut.
Oh,
right.
But then,
Snapdragon.
we're hoping to record all the shows.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to get some equipment out there and film all of them too. So
Yeah.
we'll put those on, wherever good podcasts are sold.
Right. And
Podbean.com. That's a good one.
And as long as the bands are cool with it, we would we'll probably eventually get them on the show if we can. That would be great.
man.
Hopefully.
So-
I mean, I know a few of them are already not officially booked, but we know them well enough that they will have to. They'll have to.
They'll have to.
They'll have to. Plus, Josh has to return my Dolphins book.
Yeah, Josh
Like about
Garner.
the football team or
Yeah.
actual Dolphins?
Josh Garner of Bike Path. If you're listening to this, Alec wants his everything.
I want my
book
I
back.
want my Everything is Dolphins role playing book back.
Okay. It's just
So I can
personal.
so I can
Right.
It
run
just
it.
got real.
I'm waiting for you.
Yeah.
No mercy.
But yeah, Barnfest will be awesome.
As things are winding down here,
Yeah, I think that's
again
about all
we've
we
been
got for this
talking
program.
to Will Saulsbery
That's
of
me.
Money for Guns.
Yeah, we would.
When does that album drop, by the way?
Yeah.
Ooh,
The new
drops.
one.
That's an industry term. It'll be out this October. Figure out the venue. Probably be like Blueberry Hill or Off Broadway or something like that.
Yeah.
And then in Columbia as well. Hopefully, probably at the Bridge or Mojo's. And October it'll be done. It'll be pressed. It'll be out on vinyl, digital download. We'll have some CDs for you CD lovers. And just go to Facebook/Money for Guns. Support the Kickstarter. Help us out, and you're gonna get a really good record that you're never gonna get tired of. So
Awesome.
We'll link
Do you
to
have
all of this
Do you have
stuff.
any upcoming shows or anything that you'd like to mention?
the 26th of this month, I guess this will air by then. Kevin and myself are going to play an acoustic underground show put together by Rick Laurie. He's a great dude. Get in contact with him, Rick Laurie. You'll find him on Facebook. I
Okay.
can send you stuff. He does.
I think I've heard of him.
St. Louis Music Underground. He does a podcast where it's just
That was one of the 3 good
Yeah.
St. Louis podcasts
Yeah.
that came up when I searched for it.
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
he's a great guy. Just down
I've
there,
actually
really
been
cool guy.
listening to it.
Awesome.
And so he's putting this together. It's going to be me, I forget the guy's name, and Fred Friction, and just kind of like it Pops is a small place, but it's a lot of fun.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's a little watering hole right off 44 on the hill. And yeah, Saturday, July 26th, me and Kevin and some special guests will come up there, and that's the next thing we have planned. And then everything else is going to depend on around record release time. It'll just
Okay.
kind of be a flurry after that. So yeah.
Okay.
We'll
So
keep everybody in the loop on that.
right. We would love to hear a song from you to close it out.
I was going to do all of Pieces of You by Jewel.
Okay, that sounds
Cover to
great.
cover.
Yeah,
That works.
we'd
Some of the
love to
deep
hear it.
cuts.
Yeah. So anyway, thanks for listening to the show. I'm Jimmy.
I'm Alec.
We are again here with Will Saulsbery,
That's me.
and he's going to play us out with a song.
Do you want to hear a song off this record? A song I've never recorded? Do you want to hear something off the old record? What do you want to hear, man? I'll be your jukebox.
Man, if you want to do it, we'd love to hear one coming up on the new record.
Yeah, I would love to hear something from the new record.
Okay. Do you have a capo?
I didn't think to bring one.
I did not think
It's
so.
okay. Let me see, because that's a good one. Off this record, I don't have the track list in front of me. That's a problem. Well, I'll play this one. This is a new one Kyle and I've been working on. It's called In Comes the Night, and it's, I don't know, I like it a lot, so we'll give it a whirl here. All right?
Awesome.
I drank in the dark of night in search of the northern lights. I shook my hands just to shake the cold, and I could taste your city and its taste and all.
set of lips so soft and mean, with the smell of money and gasoline. And you've forgotten how to hold tight, so out goes the evening and in comes the night. Whistle blows across the great plains like a memory whispering my name. And October will bring this city to fall, and a tattooed girl was the cause of it all. She was the cause of it all. The cause of it all. She was the cause of it all. I was born with a snare drum in my head, and as sure as the bullet I'm dead. And if all men are born to die, then out goes the evening and in comes the night. In comes the night. In comes the night. In comes the night. Yeah, there we go.
All right.
All right, thanks guys. That was fun.
Awesome.
That was fun.